content, it looks good, and it's got a nice logo on it, and the home page has got a little bit of content, and you've got something that talks about, we recommend Instawares to get all of your office and janitorial supplies, and just stick a link, direct link to them, and they go and they say, hey, they're giving us traffic, and the site looks good, and sure, we'll approve them. That's what you want to do. So in any event, I happen to be an affiliate of every single one of these vendors, 2,000 of them. So I don't have to worry. I've got my affiliate IDs in there already. So I can just build sites at my whim, basically. But let's say I'm here. I really want to, and there might be shop.com probably has some, and maybe eCoast does, drugstore.com probably does. But here I am at Instawares, and I can do some comparison shopping myself too, see what the various prices are. But the first thing I really want to do is, if I'm going to send a visitor someplace, I want to see where I'm sending my visitor before I send my visitor, because if this particular vendor is a crappy vendor and has crappy pages, then I'm going to assume that they're going to have crappy conversion, and I'm going to be spending all my time marketing this vendor, and I'm going to be wondering, why aren't I getting sales? You're not getting sales because you're sending your traffic to a crappy place with a crappy page that's not converting. So we've made it very easy for you to take a look at the landing page. Where are you going to be sending your visitor? Very important that you look at this. So, hey, nice picture, view more images, today's price, quantity. Okay, nicely designed site. This happens to be, Instawares happens to own several different sites, and this one is their office site, Insta Office. This is where you're going to be sending them. They've done their homework, and great. So I figure, okay, that's great. But I'm not finished here, because you'll find that the descriptions that the vendors supply through their data feeds, some of them are good, some of them are really bad. And so while I'm here, I don't know how much you can say about a pen unless you're a creative copywriter. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just, while I'm here, I'm going to make a copy of the product details. Here's some specifications. I could do that, but I'm not going to do that. Well, let's see. So let's open up a notepad for right now, paste it in. So I got that there. And so now, all right, I'm going to want to add this. Actually, what do I have? I'm going to add it anyway, just for demonstration purposes. It's not a cleaner and disinfectant, but I'm going to add it anyway because we're playing around here. But I wouldn't add this to my janitorial supplies, cleaners and disinfectants category, obviously, because it's not relevant. But for demonstration purposes, I'm going to click this little button here, or this little arrow, and it'll turn into from a right pointing arrow to a down arrow. And here's where I can, if I want to, and this is the way I build my sites, I don't just add products willy-nilly. I don't start out with a site day one with no pages and then add 1,000 products, because I've got a data feed and I've got the power to add 1,000 products and 1,000 pages and figure, I'm done, I've added, did my work, and I'm just going to sit back and watch the money roll in. Ain't going to happen, folks. Ain't going to happen. You got to do your work. All right, so if I click on this description here, it'll open up the editor, and this is what the vendor has given me. Well, bleach pen, dual tip, Formula 12 pens per case. So that's not quite good enough for me. So I'm just going to put in the description for this purpose, and I'm going to bold this part of it, let's say, or whatever. And maybe I'll want to put a few other things in, but that's good enough now. And I'm going to make this product featured on my home page, because I'm going to click this little check mark here. And then on my product page, I can put in some top content. I can put in some bottom content. That's the same kind of wash, rinse, and repeat here that we just talked about. I might want to put in, maybe, I don't know, this is something you have to decide. I might want to put in a banner from InstaWares at the top of the product. I might want to put in some AdSense, but remember, if I put in AdSense, I might get a click, and I might be driving traffic away from my page and not getting the affiliate commission. Those are kinds of things you need to test. I wouldn't put in AdSense on a product page, at least to begin with, but I might want to put in something, but I'm not going to here. Bottom content. Okay, so the product feed, we get these feeds, we wash them and we clean them and we organize them, and still maybe you need to do a little work, but not what you would need to do otherwise. So they have provided keywords. I'm not going to fool around too much. They have provided the URL to the image. Remember, we talked about changing images. If you go to the site and you see you wanted if it was too tiny of an image that they provided you with, usually they have different sizes of images on their site, about click here, see a larger or whatever. So I might want to change the image now, or I might not. So I'm not going to change the image. This is just for my information. This is the buy URL. Remember, we talked about you put in your affiliate ID or your PID in the case of CJ, Commission Junction. You notice that just to, so you understand how this is working, that there is, what we have done is we have taken out my affiliate ID out of all of these 50 million products from all of the networks, because that's how they came, and we've replaced them with what's called the token, and we've talked about tokens, about how the system works. And so this is where your affiliate ID will be replaced, right here in this string in this buy URL. Now, you're not going to want to change this. You're not going to want to do anything with it, but that's just for your information. We don't, and anybody who does have automated kinds of meta descriptions, and we talked about selling the click. Here's the description that you're going to want to put in a description here instead of some kind of standard description that you're going to see on all pages, and you're not going to get listed on Google because you have duplicate descriptions. So let's just put in unique dual tip. I'm just going to take part of this description, which is pretty cool, and we'll go to here. There's these 2 sentences, and I'm going to put in my meta description here. So I can do all of this as I'm adding a product, or I can do it later. I can add a number of products, and then I want to add 3, 4, 5 products to a particular category department. I'm going to come back later on, and I'm going to then edit these products. But let's just go ahead and stick this, add this, added, add this product to my site now, and I've added it. I've made it featured, shows it's added. Let's go back to the site. Let's refresh. Remember, I made it a featured product. It's going to show up on the home page. And there it is. Picture, description, and all. You notice the description is truncated here. Actually, I'd have to fix this because this really have to know what the code is for a registered mark. Otherwise, you get these funny symbols. So that's something I would fix later on. But you have a truncated description. You've got the name of the product. Read more about this product at InstaWares, where they're going to go. So that's transparency for the visitor. You click on at InstaWares or anything like that, and the visitor is taken to what's called a redirect page, and there is the page that we just looked at that we knew that the visitor was going to be taken to. And now let's see what else is done. So it was added as a featured product. It was added in the janitorial supplies department. And so now what has been created in the janitorial supplies department is, and if you have 100 products in the janitorial supplies department, what you'll see is a representative picture of a product in that category that'll rotate, saying this is the cleaners and disinfectants category for the visitor. You'll have 3 of them